straight. You've been having dreams about Charlene?
For a while now. The last one was about Greg's birth.
Oh, well, that's normal. He's your son. I mean, you delivered him under awful conditions, didn't you?
Right, yes, I know. I thought about that, but it's... I don't know, it's more than that.
More than what? John, come on, talk to me.
These dreams are... I don't know, I guess you could say that surreal covers it.
How? I mean, what... John, are these dreams about Charlene dying?
No. No, they're about the three of us.
Well, what happens in the dream?
The most vivid one is about you standing on the staircase in your wedding gown, you know, the one that you wore at the party? But the odd thing is that after a while, it wasn't you anymore. It was Charlene standing there. Crazy, huh?
No. What's crazy is that you didn't talk to me about it sooner. Why didn't you? What did you think that I would do?
How well do you know him? Mr. Harrison, I mean.
Pretty well. He's Grant Harrison's father.
Oh, of course.
Spencer's a very successful businessman. Or he was until the SEC got a hold of him. You should have... Did you see the news coverage in LA?
Right. Yeah, that's probably why he looks so familiar. Oh, listen, Matt, I really hate to break this up, but, I think I really better head back.
What are you talking about? I thought you wanted to have dinner with me.
I did. I mean, I do, but I just... All of a sudden, my stomach just feels really queasy, and I just think that... Well, let's just make it another time, okay?
Let's not. Either you tell me what's going on right now, or we forget the whole thing. What's it gonna be?
If you give me 45 minutes to shower and change, I will guarantee you the best meal this side of Chicago. What do you say? You up for it?
You bet. Listen, you know, it's really good to see you. I mean, I haven't seen you this happy, so...
Part of the deal is that we put the past 3 months on the back burner and we concentrate on really getting to know each other. Okay? A good old-fashioned date.
Well, that sounds great. Listen, if I make any dating faux pas, just... Morgan, are you okay? Hi.
Hi.
You're late.
Oh, come on, Vic. That's just what I need right now.
Normally I would make you pay, but given the
It's already
circumstances...
been a rotten day, and it's just about to get worse.
You still think Morgan and Victor are lying about their alibis?
And not to mention Felicia and Lorna. I've got Felicia down at the station right now, but I'm looking for Lorna. She hasn't been here, has she?
Did you try her apartment? Brian, even a brilliant cop like you can overlook the obvious.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what everybody's counting on, huh? Including your mother.
Oh, you are really driving me crazy. You know that? What are you trying to pick a fight? If you wanted to pick a fight with someone, you should have stayed down at headquarters.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's where all of my problems are. The chief problem being the fact that every single one of my suspects looks guilty.
All right, officer. Please, I mean, what is going on here? Am I going to be arrested?
No, ma'am. My instructions were to bring you in for questioning.
That's it. I'm just supposed to sit here all day until someone decides to talk to me?
Well, I'm sure Detective Harrison won't keep you waiting. He's not like that.
I know exactly what he's like. Thank you. Did Ryan bring you down here, too?
No. I got a call from a Sergeant Adams requesting that I keep my evening schedule clear.
So, well, at least we know where we stand, don't we?
Where's that?
Well, you got a polite phone call. I got an officer in uniform who came down to the community center and dragged me here. So I guess I must be the star suspect, wouldn't you
You know, I didn't think this would happen so soon, but since it has, we should consider the obvious.
How much do you think they know?
Well, there's only one way to find out. I mean, we have to tell the truth, Felicia. You think you can do that?
About the dreams
Because you thought they would go away?
No. Well, yes, maybe. I don't know. Just this whole business with Charlene is so touchy.
Was touchy. I exorcised those demons a long time ago.
I thought so, too. I just didn't want to push, especially with Josie here.
Well, maybe that's it.
What?
Josie. I mean, look, you see her here in her mother's home, and of course it's going to make you think about Charlene. Maybe that... What's so funny?
It's not that it's funny. It's ironic. Remember that talk that I had with Josie? Well, she said the same thing, just the other way around. She said that she thinks that she reminds you of Charlene. I guess we're both thinking the same thing, aren't we?
Maybe. What's important is that we can talk about it, right?
Right. I'm sorry I didn't say anything sooner.
Listen, whenever anything is on your mind, I want you to feel that you can come to me with it.
Yeah, you too, okay?
Okay.
You know, maybe Josie does have something to do with all of this. Have you noticed how uneasy she is at times?
Wouldn't you be if you came home and only to find everything all changed around?
Yeah, I guess so. I just hope she sticks around long enough to work through it.
You know, I keep meaning to ask you, well, ask her, actually. How long is she going to be staying?
I don't know. Why? Does having her here bother you?
Me? No, don't be silly. I think Josie's wonderful. I just want to make sure that she's content and happy.
A couple hours ago, you practically begged me to meet you, and then now you can't wait to get rid of me?
Matt, you're taking this all wrong.
Am I?
Yeah, see, I was feeling kind of bad, and then, when I asked you out, to dinner, I thought I'd get over it, but
And that didn't happen?
No.
No.
But now I know it's for sure. It's just a bug because, the thought of food really makes me nauseous. I'm sorry, Matt. I really am.
Okay. Well, I'll drive you home. We'll do it another time. Come on.
It's about time you realized the potential of KBAY, Donna.
I don't think I need to take financial lessons from you, Spencer.
I don't mean about the business. I'm talking about John and Kelsey. They need a favorable media blitz right now, and yours is the station that could do it for them. Donna, have you heard a single word I've said?
Yes. Of course I have. You want me to manipulate the news in favor of your niece.
Now, come on. I'm not proposing anything unethical or illegal, I assure you.
Isn't that how you made and lost your entire fortune, Spencer?
First of all, I will always be comfortable.
I'm very happy for you.
And secondly, my problems with the SEC are, for all intents and purposes, over.
It wasn't just the SEC. Your entire family condemned you for what you did.
Now, you wait and see. Ryan will come around. I know he will.
I don't think I have that much time.
Donna, I don't understand you. I thought you'd be chomping at the bit to help your brother-in-law.
Of course I want to help John. He's dearer to me than anybody. And I don't want to talk to you about my family.
Now, will you please stop it? Now, we both know we're on the same side regarding our grandchild. And if you get off that soapbox, you see, the same is true for John and Kelsey.
All I can say is that I will bring it up with Matthew, but I will not compromise the integrity of my station, especially not for you.
Now, what about dinner?
The truth, Victor? I'm not even sure what that is anymore.
Look, I'm not talking about the alibi. I'm talking about Lorna, the fact that she's missing.
You know why she did this, don't you? My darling daughter wants to look guilty. She's trying to protect the rest of us.
I know that, and that's all the more reason to tell Ryan the truth.
Why? To sacrifice her? What, to save them a little time?
No, to contain the damage. Now, come on, Felicia, we both know that this isn't one of Lorna's brightest moves.
I know it isn't. I could have just talked to her just 5 minutes on the phone. I know I could have convinced her to come back here.
Somehow I don't think that's true. I mean, I think she's feeling guilty.
Guilty of what?
The alibi. Now, believe me, Ryan didn't believe one word that we told him.
What, because this thing was her idea? She should feel guilty?
Well, she left, didn't she? I mean, this is penance, Lorna Devon style.
And I think we should show her just how much we appreciate her.
And how are we going to do that?
By hanging tough, Victor. I don't give a damn what Ryan thinks. Until Lorna shows up again, I am sticking to her story, right?
Okay. So what's Morgan's story?
What?
Morgan, the guy over there you can't stop staring at. You want me to ask him to come and sit with us?
No, he's gonna be joining me at the department before he knows it.
I can't believe you know he's guilty and you're harassing my mother.
Did I ever say I knew that he was guilty?
Well,
and why can't I make that
no,
judgment
but...
yet? I'll tell you why. Because every single one of my suspects is lying.
I don't know. I just cannot believe you're talking about your future mother-in-law like that.
You never give up, do you?
No. I'm a reporter now. I'm supposed to be tenacious.
Vicky, I'm going to tell you one more time, I cannot discuss your mother's involvement in this case with you.
Why not? Because she happened to make it on the list of top 10 acceptable suspects? I mean, what are you going to do, call Letterman?
Vicky, it's not going to work. As good as you are, it is not going to work.
I really hate you, you know that. Don't you? I really do.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to give me the scoop on the forensics report?
When I find out where your mother really was the other night, I will tell you.
Okay. Deal.
Vicky, wait, Vic, come on, look, I'm not kidding about this. I don't want you involved in this at all. Come on, especially with this little guy coming over, okay?
Okay. I gotta run. I'll talk to you later.
Detective Harrison's line.
Chris, it's me. Who you got?
Rodriguez and the gallant woman.
Good. Let him sit it out for a while. In the meantime, I'm going to need a couple of search warrants.
Let's not let Ryan ruin our evening, okay? I'll pick you up in an hour.
Wait. Should I dress up or down?
Brett, you always look good.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
Alert the media. The owner of the Daily Grind lives.
I know, Brett, I know. I owe you a lot.
I think it's approaching 5 figures.
And you will get every single one of those 5 figures as soon as I wrap up this case.
Oh. Do you have any leads?
Actually, that's what I'm working on now. I was hoping, could I ask you a few questions?
Well, actually, you know what? I'm really on my way
Brett,
out.
I think it's worth your while. It's about Morgan. How long have you been seeing Morgan?
We're friends. No big deal.
Mm-hmm. And, you were going where?
Yes, I have a date, and yes, it's with Morgan. Oh, come on, Ryan. This can't possibly bother you.
Look,
I mean, after all.
Brett, no one wants to see you happy more than I do, but if the person that you want to be happy with also happens to be my primary murder
Get
suspect...
out, okay? Kyle and Morgan were best friends. They had been for years.
Yeah, well, guess how many murder victims know their assailants? I'm gonna get this guy, Brett.
Yes, you will, but it's not Morgan. I mean, I should know. I was with him the night Kyle got shot.
You were with him the whole night?
Well, no, not exactly. When Morgan found out that Kyle lied to him, I mean, he was really ticked off.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Well, he has every right to be. I mean, Kyle made him stand trial for a rape that he didn't commit. Look, anyway, Morgan went looking for him, and I followed him.
Oh, that was smooth. That was smooth, Brett. Why didn't you think of calling me?
Well, I didn't think it was any big deal, okay? And in fact, it wasn't until we got to the clinic that...
Clinic? What happened at the clinic?
Well, Morgan saw Felicia's show, and he heard Kyle phone in and mouth off about Lorna asking for it.
How did Morgan feel about that?
Well, he was angry. I mean, he thought that Kyle might be at a bar somewhere, and he was right. He found him at Sassy's.
And Morgan told you all of this?
No. Actually, I followed him there, too. Look, don't say it, okay? Listen, I thought that if things got ugly, Morgan might need a backup.
Well, it's too bad that Kyle didn't get it back. All right, listen, so what happened at Sassy's? I know that Morgan got into a fight.
Well, yeah, it was kind of ugly, and Morgan stormed off.
And what about you?
Well, I asked Morgan if he wanted me to stick around with him, but he kind of took that the wrong way. Said he didn't need a babysitter. And I think that he was right. Ryan, I really do. Look, I gotta get going, all right?
Hey, listen, Brett. Be careful.
Well, how you feeling? Any better?
About the same, I guess. And maybe I'll get lucky. It'll be just one of those 24-hour things.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head out of here. I hope you feel better.
Matt, what about tomorrow? Can I take a rain check?
I have a business dinner tomorrow.
Well, maybe the next night.
Why don't we see how you feel?
You don't believe me, do you?
Why wouldn't I believe you? You say you're sick, you know.
It's because of before, right? I mean, when we broke up?
Well, Josie, you lied to a lot of people. But when you lied to me...
Look, I know I did a lot of stupid things back then. But the worst part was that you got hurt.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it took me a long time to get over you.
Well, I'm not like that anymore. I've changed. I'm grown up.
Good. Glad to hear it. That's good.
Well, then why not, give me another chance? I mean, about tonight, about dinner.
Yeah, well, let's take our time. Let me give you a call in a couple days, okay?
I thought I heard a car out here.
Hey.
You two?
How you doing?
Freezing out here. Get inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
How you doing?
I hope you two haven't eaten yet. I made a ton of chili.
Oh, I can't stay. I gotta get back to the city. How things at the hospital? Has Spader come to his senses yet?
No, not yet. No.
Look, have you spoken to Paulina today? I talked to her yesterday, but she hadn't had any luck yet.
No, I haven't heard from her. But if anyone can find Mom, Paulina can.
Well, she does call. Please tell her how much we appreciate her efforts.
Yeah, she's really gone out of her way for us.
I'm sure she feels the same way. After all, you guys saved her life.
You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling all right?
It's a good thing you're living here with 2 doctors. You're in good hands. I gotta go. If I hear from Paulina, I'll let you know, all right?
Okay.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Josie, what did Matt mean by that? Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I just had a headache before, and that's why we came back early.
Oh, there's some aspirin upstairs in the medicine cabinet.
Thanks. And maybe I'll go get some.
Hello?
Kelsey, it's me.
Hi, Uncle Spencer.
Will you and John be home this evening?
Sure. I mean, where else would 2 unemployed people be?
Now, would you mind if I stopped over?
Allow me.
Oh, no, you don't have to. Well, I mean, if you want to. That's fine.
Sorry.
Oh,
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Here.
Um,
Here. Thanks. So, Franco said he was holding table number 9.
Well, which one is that?
That one, I think. Saw me either.
Okay.
Well, Franco said that this was the best table. Yep, it's a good one.
Sure is.
So, you were really quiet on the way over here. For you, I mean.
Was I? Well, I'd like the tape that you were playing. What was that band again?
It's the Preachers. They're very big in Europe right now.
Oh. Well, I'd never heard them before.
What kind of music do you usually listen to?
Country and Western, mostly.
Oh. That's great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, you seemed kind of tired before. Did you have a big day at the hospital?
Oh, yeah, it was unbelievable. I have a bit of a cold, and then I have to back up Thornton. He had 3 autos and a gunshot.
Oh, I don't know how you stand that. All that blood and... Well, whatever. Never mind.
So, you must, did you catch the Bulls game last night? Or are you not a sports fan?
No, the Bulls are okay. I mean, even without Jordan. But, I'm a baseball fan.
Ah, baseball, that's great. You must be a Cubs fan, right?
Yeah, is this gonna be a good day? Let's play 2.
Excuse me?
Ernie Banks.
Ernie and Bert, but not
Ernie Banks.
Okay.
They called him Mr. Baseball. On game day, when anyone would ask him, is this going to be a good day, he'd say, let's play 2. Well, no, it's really not important.
No, that's important. That's very interesting, and I didn't know that. In fact, I don't know that much about the Cubs, or even about baseball, for that matter. I'm sure that we can both find some mutually things that we both enjoy. Do you go to the theater much?
I'm sorry, Morgan. This isn't gonna work.
Because I don't know about baseball, but I can watch the year in review. I can phone up on my stats.
It's not that. It's...
What is it?
It's you.
Yes, I am capable of making those kinds of decisions. If you'll just take a look at your paycheck, you'll see whose signature is... Fine. You do that. Honestly, you would think that the people around here would know who is in charge of this station. You don't need to listen to this. Let's go over to Antoine's and get something to eat. I'm absolutely famished.
I'm not famished. I need to talk to you.
Well, then you can nibble. By the way, how much weight have you gained?
Mother.
When are you going to be going to the doctor
Mother.
the next time? What?
Do you have any idea how upset Ryan is?
About the baby? Oh, I thought that he'd worked through
Stop
all those
it.
feelings.
Stop it. Not about the baby, all right? He doesn't buy your story about where you were the night Kyle was murdered, and frankly, I don't either.
How many times do I have to tell him I was home?
The doorman says you were out.
I don't care what the doorman says.
I'm not kidding around here. Ryan is not going to give up until he gets to the truth.
And what part of the truth is he having a problem with?
The truth part. Where were you that night?
I don't believe you're hounding me. Don't I have enough problems here as it is?
Okay, let me put it to you this way. Manacles are a very difficult accessory to work with.
He's going to arrest me?
He just might if you don't come clean. Now, would you do everyone a favor and tell the truth about where you were the night Kyle was murdered?
I can't believe that Ryan is actually doing this to us. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to walk right out this door and just let them...
Let them what? Issue a warrant for your arrest?
They wouldn't dare do that, and you know it. What would they charge me with, Victor? What?
Come on, don't you want to know how much they know?
If they knew anything, you think we'd be sitting here all day? No. They've got us down here because they want to know what we know.
Yeah, which is nothing.
No. We know that Lorna is gone.
Well, maybe they know that too. Maybe they just want us to cooperate.
Abusing possible informants isn't exactly a way to gain trust, is it?
Look, Ryan doesn't trust us. Now, this is a routine, Felicia. I've been through this once or 20 times. I mean, they are trying to break us.
Well, then they don't know who we are. At least they don't know who I am. I will never give Lorna, ever.
But you're nervous. And believe me, this is their game plan.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Mayor Cardwell right now. I'm going to lodge an official complaint with him about this treatment. I really am.
Well, then you've come to the right place, Felicia. So tell me, what's your beef?
Don't you dare mock us. Don't. What the hell are we doing here all day?
Oh, I think that's obvious.
No, I'm afraid it's not. We've told you everything that we know at least 4 times.
Well, then why don't you tell me something once?
Where's Lorna?
I have to be honest with you. After you left the Daily Grind, Ryan came over to talk to me.
Yeah? And?
He asked me questions about the night of the murder.
You? But you hardly knew Kyle.
The questions were about you, Morgan. He knows that we spent part of the night together.
I see. Well, I wish you told me this right off the bat.
Well, I didn't want to ruin our evening. Which I guess I have anyway. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. I'm sorry. That's okay. I'm sorry.
Well, apparently you didn't tell him anything that he didn't already know. You know, your statement must have been very accurate.
Is that a question?
No. Look, do you want me to tell you what he asked me, the questions that he asked me?
No. Well, that's not true. Actually, I do, but not now, not tonight. Come on, let's forget about Ryan. Let's start over. Ernie Banks.
Well, I suppose I can, but I'm not under suspicion of murder.
That's a good point. Maybe it'd be easier if we get out of Tops.
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, Cass and Frankie are away. If you don't mind me rustling up a vegetarian delight, at least we can get a meal.
You cook?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not half bad. What is it? You hate tofu.
No, it's not that. Oh, hell, Morgan, it's something that Ryan said.
Yeah? Oh, I can probably guess what it is, but why don't you tell me anyway?
He said I should be careful.
What do you think, my dangerous man?
I never thought I would see the day when you turned your back on me.
I am not turning my
for
back.
what? To advance the career of your boyfriend?
Oh, stop
Isn't that
it.
what you're doing? This is all for Ryan?
No, I am doing this because I know firsthand the damage lies can cause.
Oh, now you're calling me a liar as well.
Great. Why are you stonewalling me on this? I mean, where could you possibly have been that was that bad?
Read my lips. You called me at home on the telephone. I answered the phone, and we had a conversation.
Uh-huh. Just like tonight?
When?
I called you at home tonight, and guess who answered the phone?
Who? My servant?
The KBAY receptionist. You were having your calls forwarded to the studio.
Oh, of course.
Right.
I completely
Well, do you
forgot
think
I
you're
had
the only client that the phone company has?
No, of course not.
Mother, Ryan uses this service all the time. I mean, it's not going to take him long to figure this out. You could have been anywhere the night I called you.
Victoria, KBAY has been involved in some very delicate negotiations. And if I want to choose to keep my business affairs to myself, then I should be able to do that. Who cares?
The police care. Now, I told you that Kyle had attacked Marley, and that a few hours later, the guy shows up dead.
So I just went out to an all-night gun shop and bought a gun and killed him. I mean, honestly, you think that they hadn't passed the Brady bill?
Okay, I'm not saying that it's not far-fetched. But you had another motive, and everyone in a 300-mile radius knows what it is.
I never even met this guy.
Kyle threatened to sue KBAY, and with all the money you've put into the studio, I would say you have a darn good motive.
Do you think I actually did this? That I would kill a man in cold blood?
No. No. I don't think so. But you see, the police don't know you the way I do, and they just are going to see what's black and what's white.
Are you going to tell Ryan about the call forwarding?
No, I'm going to let you tell Ryan about it. Come on, so much time is being wasted on these leads that go nowhere. Would you just do Ryan a favor and tell him the truth?
I couldn't agree more.
Well, you're not going to like this much, Ryan, but Lorna has left town.
Well, it's too bad because we have some more questions to ask and we need to
keep in touch. So, so where'd you go?
We don't know.
Oh, come on.
No, it's true. We don't know. She didn't tell anyone where she was going.
Oh, well, this is just great. She doesn't tell her mother. She doesn't tell her boyfriend. She just decides to take off. Do you know how that's going to look to Billy, Felicia?
Well, I don't really know. Billy doesn't confide in me.
It's going to make her look guilty as hell, Felicia.
Look, Lorna did not kill Kyle.
No, she couldn't have. She was with you two that night.
3 of us.
Oh, that's right. My mistake again. Morgan was there. I mean, that must have been one heck of a cozy little time together. I mean, especially considering how you feel about Morgan. So what kind of parlor games did you play? Backgammon, Parcheesi, murder?
Forgive me if I don't find police humor very inventive.
Well, it doesn't hold a candle to you guys, invention-wise, that is.
No, word on the street is that the forensic evidence is in.
Thank God the word on the street doesn't lie. They dug a .38 caliber bullet out of Kyle's body. Now, you two wouldn't happen to remember what caliber gun Lorna had, would you?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Luckily, she had it registered. And wouldn't you know it, it's a .38 caliber pistol.
This doesn't prove a damn thing, Harrison.
No, it doesn't. But you know what would? We could find the gun. Now that would be a big help.
Now, I don't know how many times you need to hear this, Ryan. I told you. The gun was locked in my vanity in my dressing room.
Then how come it wasn't there when we searched the place?
I have no idea.
Did anyone else have a key besides you?
Everybody knew that I had an extra key in my closet. Anyone could have taken it.
Including your daughter?
Yes, if she had known about it, if I had told her, but I didn't.
Look, Ryan, Felicia and I both think it was a bad idea for Lorna to skip town.
Oh. Well, what is this game that you two were playing with me? Is this good suspect, bad suspect?
Fine, fine. Do it your way. But if I hear from Lorna, I will tell her to communicate, to cooperate with you. But if you don't need me, I'm leaving.
Right. Actually, Mr. Rodriguez, I still need you. We're going to need to ask you a few more questions.
What are you doing, Ryan? I thought you brought us down here because of Lorna.
No, you
No?
thought wrong. I have some evidence coming in. And when it gets here, I'm going to need to talk to you about it.
Okay, why don't you just tell me? Do I need to call my attorney?
Not yet.
What's this new evidence? Who's involved?
Why don't we all take a seat and we'll find that out together.
To know that all my resources are at your disposal. The sooner this ridiculous charge against you is dropped, the better.
Couldn't agree with you more, Spencer, but you see, it's not that simple. Money isn't
Oh,
always
what
the
John
answer.
means is that Spader has turned this into a personal vendetta. The only way out of it is through the official process.
Then let me help with that. The best lawyers, the best...
Cass is handling that for us, thank
Yes, and with Rachel's testimony, we should be fine.
Rachel? I thought she was out of town.
She is, but Pauline is looking for her as we speak. Now, I'm sure when she finds out what's happening, she will come back and testify for us.
Don't count on it, Kelsey. Rachel will do what serves her purpose.
Uncle Spencer, look, I know that you mean well, but John and I have a completely different take on Rachel. Now, she's been one of John's closest friends for many years, and she's been very supportive of us.
I like Rachel tremendously and admire her.
So do I.
So are we clear on that, Spencer?
Perfectly, John, perfectly. My only concern is for the two of you, that's all.
Would you like some pie, Uncle Spencer? Josie made the most wonderful homemade pie.
Josie?
Charlene's daughter, my stepdaughter. She's visiting for a few weeks.
Oh, I see. How nice for you.
Yes, it is. Very. Actually, I should call her, then you can compliment her yourself after you've tasted her pie.
I'll be there in just a minute. Think?
Here, let me.
Okay. Be sure you're comfortable here. Because if you're not, we can go down to Sassy's and we can get a burger. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, the worst. Look, that night was awful, but I understand how angry you were at Kyle.
Oh, do you? You ever had a friend turn on you like that? He made me stand trial for rape.
I know, it was awful.
And now the guy's dead, and he's still messing things up for me.
Look, all I can tell you is to watch out for Ryan.
You don't trust him?
I trust Ryan Harrison with my life.
No.
Look, what I meant was, I would watch my temper around him.
You don't think I have a right to be angry?
Of course you do. But just be productive with it. Rubbing Ryan the wrong way is not going to help your case.
Okay, you're right. Well, I'm open to suggestions. Far away. I'll try anything.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. Always tell the truth.
Morgan Winthrop?
That's me.
I got a warrant here, says I can search these premises. So if you'll excuse me, I'll get to work.
We should leave her alone. She came home early from her date because her headache was so bad.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, maybe another time.
Oh, well, you must stay for pie.
Oh, I'm sure it's delicious, Kelsey, but I've got some work to do this evening.
Ah, yes, work. You remember that, don't you?
Now, John, my offer still stands. If you need anything, please let me know, all right?
We will. Thanks.
You know, sweetheart, it's been quite a while since the Harrisons had a nice, quiet, lovely family dinner. Now, how would you feel about co-hosting it with me?
Oh, well, I would love it. You just say the word.
Ah, that's wonderful, Kelsey. Thank you. Good night, John. Thanks.
Good night, Spencer.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You know, I really love Uncle Spencer, but he is such a handful.
Detective, it's me. Finished up at the Winthrop place.
Good. So tell me, who let you in?
The kid? He's here with, I guess it's his girlfriend?
Oh, great. Let me guess. 5'5", short dark hair, very, very pretty.
That's her.
Okay, great. Chris, so bring everything you've got, bring it to the lab ASAP.
All right, we'll do. Have the other guys come back yet?
No, I'm still waiting for Mike.
All right, see you in 10.
Dr. Winthrop, unless these articles are introduced as evidence, they'll be returned to you at our earliest convenience.
That's nicely put. Don't you think, Miss Gardner? Polite, but just with the slightest hint of doubt.
Morgan,
Can I offer you a drink, officer? Maybe we can get some prints off our glasses.
Good night, Doc. Yes.
Well, that was brilliant. Morgan, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Cop comes here to confiscate my clothes, the clothes I was wearing the night Kyle was murdered, and I'm supposed to be happy about it, Fred?
Look, if you're innocent, they're not going to
I
find
was
anything.
innocent, and I was accused of rape. Do you remember that? Now, look, I cannot sit around here and drink wine with you and pretend everything is okay, because it is not okay, not by a long shot.
Well, where are you going?
I am going down to the police station. If I am going to be squeezed into a murder charge, I am going to watch how they do it.
I will not allow the two of you to gang up on me like this.
What's wrong with the truth?
Nothing. What you don't seem to understand is that I have told the truth. As a matter of fact, I think I've told it about 15 or 20 times
you are
already.
absolutely impossible. I don't even know how you work with her.
Should I tell Vicky?
Yes,
No, tell me.
listen to me. I'm sure that your concerns and everything are very valid, but they're misplaced.
I'm going to warn you one more time, all right? If Ryan finds out the
He
truth...
knows the truth. Now go away. I have a lot of things to do. Goodbye. Thank you for your undying support.
I don't know why you're being so pig-headed. I mean, what is the worst that can happen?
I am not, I repeat, I am not going to announce to the entire world that the night in question was spent with you in a Chicago hotel room. I'm not going to do it. End of subject. Now, where's Josie?
Don't
She's a very
change the
nice girl.
subject.
She's
Listen,
a
Donna,
lovely-
I'm not going to stand by and watch you get arrested for murder.
I'm not going to get arrested.
You're right. You're not. Because I'm going to go tell Ryan the truth right now.
Matthew, you are not. Matthew, come back here. Matthew, Corey.
Well, that's a mysterious evidence because I want to go home, Ryan.
Some of it's in and some of it's not, but we'll get to that later. Victor, you can consider this an official notification. Your apartment was searched about an hour ago.
Look, what the hell kind
As well as Lorna's, Morgan's residence, and yours, Felicia.
Dare you do
It's
that,
perfectly
Ryan?
legal.
You are really sinking to an all-time
I am also obliged to tell you that the warrant was quite specific. The items included in the warrant
Look, why don't you save the police babble for people who care? Now, what were you looking for?
Clothing.
What we were wearing the night Barkley was murdered.
If you'll remember, I interviewed all of you the morning after your infamous sleepover at Lorna's, so I was able to tell the officers exactly what to look for.
Outrageous, you know, that's so outrageous. Let's go, Victor. He's got us here so people can sneak into our apartment.
Actually, Felicia, I'll need to hold on to you for just one more second. I need to ask you a few more questions.
Why? So your henchmen can plant evidence?
Lorna's clothes were found in the closet of her apartment, as well as yours, Victor. Morgan's were found in a hamper. But yours, Felicia, yours were nowhere to be found. May I ask you a question? Where are the clothes that you were wearing the night that Kyle Barkley was shot?
This is Greg Liggins. First, an earthquake. Now, cold and rain. The latest from Los Angeles tonight on Newswatch 10. Plus, what do you think? Should Tonya Harding be allowed to skate at the Olympics? Those stories beginning up front at 5:30.